Hello there, everyone, and welcome back to True Crime and Justice. Tonight, well, we'll talk about that in a minute. Hope you all had a lovely weekend. It's been flipping gorgeous. I'm so glad that I got my front lawn cut on Friday, right? And then on Saturday, because I had my grandson Friday night. And then he asked if he could stop Saturday night. And I went, yeah, okay. So I had him all day Saturday as well. And he wanted to cut the back lawn. So I did cut the back lawn. I'm so glad I done it Friday, Saturday, because yesterday I started coming down with the sniffles. And then today it's like a bit of a sore throat coming on. Still got the sniffles. And I'm thinking, where have I caught this cold from? It could be the change of weather. Then I realised, oh no. My son, my loving son, he came over here last week. He had a cold. I think, oh, fuck. This is 3 weeks of hell I've got now. It's going to take me 3 weeks to get rid of this because it's just horrendous when I get colds. So, thank you to my lovely, lovely son for passing your germs on to me, you piece of shit. And oh my God, the feckin' flies. Feckin' flies. You know how I hate dandelions? Right, well, I thought I got rid of them. I'm just looking at my front garden and there's 2 dandelion fucking poking their heads up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fuck it, they're all coming back again. They're invading my garden again. Right. So I've got my sunflowers, my dandelions invading my garden again. I only mowed it Friday. Fuck's sake. And what else was I going to say then? Oh yeah, I can't remember now. My mind's just gone blank. I just suddenly changed subject because I just saw the dandelions stalks up in the garden. So I think tomorrow morning I'll be going round and pulling them out myself. Second little fuckers. I mowed my lawn Friday. Got rid of them all. Fuck's sake, I hate dandelions. Oh, flies. Fucking flies. Right? My cats like it when I've got the back door open. I will do. I'll just buy some Lemsip tablets tomorrow. They work perfect for me. Right. Flies. Fucking flies. I hate them. Right? All I've done since Friday is walk round with wet wipes. Like the wet wipes for your kitchen surfaces and things like that. Yeah. I'm having to keep like I got these cup coasters for my table. I'm having to keep one on top of my cup to stop the fucking flies going into my cups. It's doing my head in. So I thought, right, I'm not having the back door open so much. They've got the bedroom window, they can come in and go out that way. They're still out. Yeah, it's gone out again, I think. Right, but they'll come in when I call them. And I thought, I'm not having the back door open. I'm not. My cat, Toby's the one for getting the flies. He kills them. I'm standing out there in the kitchen swatting them. Fucking little flies. And you just feel so dirty all the time. And I'm going around with those wipes, like, for the kitchen surfaces and things like that. I think, oh, I hate it. I'm to wipe down every surface, my fridge door, like, you know when I wash up? I am now purposely washing up, swilling off, drying up, and putting it away. I'm not leaving anything out on my sides no more. Like on my drainer. No, not happening because of the flies. Even my coffee cup, I used to keep my one coffee cup, my mug out on the side. Not happening. When I'm not using it, it's going in the cupboard because of the fucking flies. Even my door said it's horrendous, but I've got to have my door open and my window open because it's so hot. So, but it just makes your house feel so dirty all the time because of all those fucking flies. I said, tell me about it. Tell me about it. So I only have my back door open a little bit each day now. They are, aren't they? I hate them. Horrible creatures. Horrible. Toby, come and get these flies in this living room. And yet, these few flies are my one cat sitting on the windowsill, the bedroom windowsill outside. And the one place the flies tend to go to. And I know the cats can't get them because I tell the cats off it to go around by this area. And that's my TV. So they tend to settle on my TV while I'm trying to watch TV. I'm going to splatter you myself. So, but I hope you all had a lovely weekend. But I will get out tomorrow and I'm going to get the fucking dandelions again. For fuck's sake. It's never ending back with these dandelions. It's my head in. I'm going to have to buy that stuff that Michelle sent me a picture of. Can't remember what it's called now. But you put on your garden, you can use on grass and it kills all your weeds as well. Hi there, Jane. Good to see you here, girl. Alright, so I've been looking into Elkridge. I didn't get done what I wanted to do over the weekend because I had as I said, I had my grandson Friday. And I thought, oh, I'll get some work done then. Yeah, he wanted me to cut the lawn, so but there I was outside cutting my front lawn. And then Saturday, because he wanted a moving out, I hadn't got anything in for a moving out because you have to have your popcorn, your chocolate. What else was it? Crisps. So we took a walk up to Esther, come back, and then started cutting the lawn. And then my granddaughter, who said she was going to stop the night because it was moving out, got upset because we'd already been to Asda, having a little meltdown. I wanted to go to Asda. You wouldn't have fucking walked. And I'm not carrying you. So, but Ellis, he said, tell you what, Olivia, we'll play shops in the living room. I'll be the shelf and you come along and you take off what you need for moving on. So we had all the stuff brought into the living room. And he stood there with his arms out, holding it one item at a time in his arms so she could go up and make out she's taking it off the shelf. Sorted, problem sorted. She was happy as Larry then. But then, didn't even make it to moving out. We didn't even make it to dinner time. Before the little one said, I want to go home. Okay. Take your popcorn, your chocolate with you. Bugger off. So she went home about, I think it was about 4 o'clock. She went home. Oh my God, I'm not having to stop again. It's not fair on you. I think he's getting used to it now though, because he went, but she'll start crying and wanting to go home. I said, well, if she does, she goes home. Simple as, Ellis. Hi, Michelle. You know what I mean? But she didn't even make it to dinner time. So I thought, fucking hell, child. Even Ellis, my grandson, said, that was early, wasn't it, Gran? I went, yeah. Even I said it, Ellis said it, and my mum said, wow, not even dinner time. I said, tell me about it. Not even dinner time, and she wants to come home already. So off she toddled back home with her mum. So, yeah, we're looking at Elkridge. We have looked at Elkridge before. Yeah, where was it that, can anyone remember? Remember we were looking at that place? And it was like a park area. but an RV park area. But there was an old, like a ghost city, little ghost town there. Anyone remember where that was? I think my water thing needs filling up. The fountain for my cats. Can anyone remember where that was? It's like a park. I'm alive and kicking so far. Thank you. Oh, Jen. Have you not been well or something, Jen? Yeah, I think my little water fountain for the cat needs filling up. Because you get bing, a ping, a ping. It's like, yeah, it's making a pinging noisy. Was it Rio Tinto? I don't know, because it's like an RV park, but it was like an old town there. Like I think it used to be like a mining town or something. Rio Gatlinburg. No, Rio Tinto, no, Spain, Portugal, no. Oh, pardon me. Mining company, Washington. It was like an RV park. Oh, sorry to hear that, Jen. It was quite a distance. It was a way out. It was like and we was looking for that building with a blue roof, sort of thing. And I was showing videos of the place, but I can't think what it's called now. Wasn't that in Elkridge? That's what I'm trying to get at anyway. Wasn't it in Elkridge? Anyway, so I'm going to pull up the map. Hold on a minute. I've got to go sort this water fountain out. Do my head in. Are you in? Are you both in now? Well, I'm shutting the window now. And you're both in. You go. You go lie on the bed if you want. Okay, just lie on the bed. Come on. That's my two babies in. I'll just turn that water fountain off for now. Right, there's the... Oh, God, get that off. Come here. I can't think of the name of the place. It was like a campsite, RV park, but there was like an old town there. And I'm sure it'd be like a mining town or something. It had old houses there, wooden houses. Can't think of the name of it. Anyway, as you can see, we've got the map in front of us. And all the ones... Hold on, what was that? Rio Tinto Services. Oh, didn't know that. No, it's in where? Washington. Washington, okay. Hold on. You two guys do my heading now. Can you just settle down, please? Just settle down. So, yellow land, right? And you got the ones in both fans were all lead car repair places, MOTs and all that lot, to repair service, because we know that KP took a work van in Elkridge. I swear to God. No, kill on. You're being in 5 seconds, you see my head. So I'm thinking, which one of these was it she went to? Yeah, that is a service centre. So I've got a feeling if she's getting like a service done, that'd be the place she'd go to. All the others are auto repairs and, you know what I mean? Foreign auto experts company. Got a foreign vehicle, you could get parts from there. So it was on both. Unless I go to Elkridge. I don't know, but I'm sure I thought I could have sworn it was in Elkridge. You know what I mean? And I can't go back on my old videos because it's all on my old channel. So I can't even go back and find them. I did download some onto... No, they've all been deleted off my hard drive as well. I'll delete them after a while. Because I have them on YouTube, on my YouTube account. But because my YouTube page got shut down, I had to open a new one up. I lost all my videos. Which is a pain. A lot of auto shops there, yeah. But what I found a video from Voices of Truth where they talk about this, about how she goes from one place to another, blah blah. And it's quite. You're thinking, why she got literally crisscrossing the country to get a van serviced? And when you sent me that message the other day, Jen, I thought, how quick? And I looked at, I thought, yeah. I went into my, I was getting my thumbnail ready for tonight's live when I seen something that I'd uploaded, one of my uploads from the pictures. There it is, it is Elkridge, that's where she got a van serviced. Sorry. Well, I'm my son. So, I hope I can get through tonight. I've got one of those ticklish throats where you want to put your fingers down to it, scratching the fuck out of the back of your throat. Fucking Toby, you're not doing your job. There's flies in here. Catch these flies. Toby catches them. Bobby just there looking at them going, I can see you, but I'm not going to get you. Toby's going, I'm going to get you, you little bastards. He's a mama's boy, aren't you? You get the flies from mama. Boomerang Enterprise? No, never heard of that place. Sorry, mate. Boomerang Enterprise. Never heard of it. What is it? Let's see what it says, if I can find it. Hmm. Boomerang Enterprises is a leading manufacturer of premium automotive accessories, specialising in spare tyre covers, armrests and spoilers. Yeah. Dear me, I hate my son. Armrests and spoilers for a wide range of vehicles, including Jeeps, Hummers, Land Rovers, Ford and GM. We are dedicated to providing our customers with the best possible products and services, and we are proud to offer a wide selection of high quality accessories to meet your needs. Protect your spare tyre and add a touch of style to your Jeep Wrangler with our premium spare tyre cover. Order yours today. So that's what it's got about Boomerang Enterprises. Mm. Yep. I'm just trying to find here. Shut up, Bob. Every night I call my cats in, right? And every night I've been leaving it later and later before calling them in. Every time they come in, I didn't even call them in tonight, they came in on their own. So I thought, right, now you're in, I'm going to shut the window. As soon as I shut the window, Bobby starts crying. And I'm out to kill him. Right, shut up, Bobby. You're not going out now. Curfew time. That was that's about my mini factory. Let's have a look at their website. Uh, oh God. Six, oh, it doesn't tell us where they are. It just gives you a list of all the cars and what they do for them and everything. Sebastian, Close, Chris and Katie are handlers. Well, I'll tell you what, let's go to my maps. Right? And punching Boomerang Enterprise. Hang just a minute. Okay, see. That's enterprise car. I didn't ask for rent a car, I asked for Boomerang Enterprise. I can get a leak if they. That place took me to Enterprise rent a car, not Boomerang Enterprise. Boomerang Hotels in Hendersonville. No, just get to take me to this place, Enterprise. That place. You have to take me to Boomerang. It's just every time I type in Boomerang Enterprise, this is what it comes up to. Enterprise rent a car, which is in Hendersonville. So could be part of it, yeah. Let's have a look at it, shall we? Let's go down. The nearest I could get to it is here. So I'll go down there. So it's sniffles everyone. Hold on. Hold on. Trying to get to the spare bedroom so we could get to the window, but I've shut the window and I don't want them in the spare bedroom just lying there. I've got to do all so much work I've got to do in that spare bedroom. Hold on. Oh, it's a pain. He does it every night when I call him in. Once they settle down, they're fine. Right, so that's it. It's a rental place. You know what I mean? It's a rental place. Hi, Kylie. So, yeah, that, apparently they do accessories for vehicles, like tyre covers and armrests and I swear to God. Anyone want a cat? I'll box him up and send him to you. Because he'll be going very soon if he don't shut up. So, well, take me to when I type in Boom Enterprise. Let's try it. Hold on, I swear to God. You better pack it in before I go off this chair. Right. So Boomerang Hotels. Corporate office in Hendersonville, Tennessee. That's what it takes me every time. Let's get back to now. You mentioned something about Linthicum. It's Linthicum Heights between Elkridge and Linthicum. Right? There's Linthicum Heights. There's Elkridge. Right. Hold on. I've got to go get a tissue now. Pick it up. Go right down in that section. No. No. Sorry about this, everyone. So, what was it about Fridge and Linthicum Heights? Sebastian does not, and Kyla, Sebastian does not have my children, so I don't know why he's lying so much. Oh. Yeah, I'm with Michelle here. I'm lost. All I know is he's saying he's freezing when he was hot before. Because I've typed in. I've come on here. I did come on here the other day, and I did type in. Oh, well, that was what I typed in, wasn't it? Typed in. Cold storage units. Right. No, let's see what it throws up. Now, these, apart from these big guns, I swear to God. All these little red ones, right, are cold storage units, places. Now, if you go through there, from Elkridge to Lincoln Heights, there's no cold storage units there, right? But there's one there, Charm City Warehouse, 11th cold. Then you got 3 Emergency Corporation, MTC Logistics, Lineage, and then you got Dre's Grand Olaction Ice Cream Place. They got Lineage again, then Will's Cop. So, but when you look at that area in between there, right, we're looking at area in between the two races. So much. You know what I mean? He was, anyway, if say he was buried, it would take forever to find someone in this area. It really would. And it's like people go, well, we've got to look for ground that is broken up, that looks dug over. No, not now. We're looking at like nearly 2.5 years, getting on for 2.5 years since he's been missing. It's not going to look dug over no more. Hold on. You have this every night with you. Anyway, so it's not going to look dug over no more. It's going to blend in with the surroundings now. That's why when people go on these searches, especially in areas like this greenery, built up areas of trees and whatever, take a flipping stick, cane stick, take a cane stick, right? And push it into the ground. Don't just stick it in the ground, you push it in the ground a certain distance. Pull it out, smell it. If there's decomp, if there's a body there, it'll pick it up. It will pick the smell up. You know, you're looking for areas that have been dug over now because it's all going to blend in now. Yeah, and Craggett took him there. He's in a freezer and Craggett took him there, yeah. I swear to God, Bobby, I'm getting the box ready. Right. Pack it in. Wasn't there a meat packaging plant in Hendersonville or Storehouse who also had cold storage areas? Hold on, I'll go on a map. I'll just type it in. Storage packaging. Henderson. Nah, it's coming up. Jacksonville, yeah. Let's check. County. Nah, nothing coming up. So I don't know. No, I mean, it's apart from burning all these like these places that were rent up, finding the phone numbers and phoning them all up. I wouldn't even like to know what. It's like these. Apart from phoning them all up, I swear to God, I'm going up. His bag is being packed. Your bag is being packed. Enough. You're gone. Right, apart from getting numbers and phoning up and saying, can you tell me if Katie Proudfoot, Mrs. Proudfoot came here for a service on this date? And we've got the date because I've got the video where it's got the dates. Yeah, I was trying to get in my cupboard. I swear to God. Oh, shit. What are you doing? Do you want me to box you on? He's trying to get my attention because he wants out and he's not going out now. Curfew time's been and gone. They sit in the house all day because it's too hot. And when they go out, I say, okay, you can stay out longer because you've been in all day, you can stay out longer. And then they come in. So then I think, okay, you come in, I'm going to shut the door now. And then they want out again. I'm thinking, you've been in all day. And now when it's time to stay in, you want out. Take a hike. So apart from getting all the phone numbers and going, can you tell me, did Mrs. K Proudfoot have a van service, dear? We won't even know which one it was. I'm banking on it being. I've just got a feeling it's going to be this one, Montgomery Service Centre. I think that's one. Yeah. Because, like, there's places you can go to get repairs done, right, on a vehicle. But there's also certain places where you go to get your service done. And they only do a service. So then if there's any repairs need doing, you might have to go to another garage to get those repairs done. And then go back and get it serviced again to make sure it's all been done. Because I know my neighbour, she only had her car a few months. And someone side-swiped it, didn't they? Coming out of the side road, swiped it. I'd have been livid if that had been my car. Anyway, she had a rental given her, which was all fair to do because the other person's insurance was paying for it. But then she gets her car back. Then literally about a week later, we see her with this other different rental. And I asked the husband, I said, how come she had that rental? Well, you see, when they took it to the garage, this garage only did body work. Right, yeah. So they didn't look at any damage under the body of the car. And there's like a rubbing on the tyre and whatever. They didn't know that. So she had to take it, put it through another garage. She didn't have to pay for it. The other person's insurance had to pay for it all. And get another rental car. So certain garages only do certain things. See, it was either meat packaging plant or slaughterhouse they could get rid of everything. When plant got rid of animal byproducts waste to landfill. But it's not coming up there. There's nothing coming up there for that. You know what I mean? There's nothing coming up on in the maps for any what's the name? Come on, I've just got to put my blind down now. Move. Get the fly. Look, fly. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to play the video because I want to know more about this servicing. Because if you look at the map as well, alright, let's do this off. Zoom out. Alright. Got Maryland, yeah. And then just down here, we should have Chesapeake. Oh, you got save. What a saved it. Right. Here's somewhere you got Chesapeake. I'll put it. Yeah. Although I had, I'll see. Right. But there's Chesapeake. Oh, come on. Where's that come? Right. Maybe that's literally when you go in, when you zoom in. It's literally from Chesapeake, look here, whatever road that is, up to Richmond, from Richmond all the way along up into Maryland. And from there, you're into Elkridge. Hold on. So she's not that far from where her mother and grandmother lives. There's Chesapeake, up to Richmond, from Richmond up to Maryland, from Maryland up to Elkridge. Being the other way to get rid of their security stuff from that night without being noticed. You know what, Michelle? They was looking at the wrong. I heard they had searched the other landfills, which I call BS on that, because if they'd searched all the landfills, then reporters would have been there. But the reporters never showed any other search of another landfill, right? So that's telling me they did not do any other searches of a landfill. They did. The only one they did was at Kentucky. And why is that? Because the skips, those big skip things they have on them building sites, that is where they take all the rubble up to that one, right? They don't go up to Kentucky with their everyday weekly rubbish. They've got other landfills in that area. It could be in a home type setting where they feed a lot of people, in my opinion, being a way to get. Yes, it could be in a home full of other people. But my question is now, is if when he's 18, after his 18th birthday, is he suddenly going to turn up alive? And if so, how are they going to explain that away? Like, where have you been for the last 3 years, Sebastian? No, he's not in a landfill. But as I said, they didn't check all the other landfills for any electrical stuff. They only searched the one at Kentucky. And then they was only there for a day. One day they searched at that landfill. Right, so, I mean, no, they weren't searching for a body because there wasn't in any of them PPI suits, them little white suits they wear and all that lot, protective gear. There wasn't in any of that. There should have been, even on a landfill, there should have been, but there wasn't. But there's another place they can get rid of all that stuff from as well, Michelle. The Cumberland River. Right? There's a big river down by, what was that place where Seth used to do his meetups with his circus groups? ROGERS. What about there? They could have got rid of their electrical stuff in a bag, tied down, boom, in the river. No one would know. No, they didn't check the residential, they checked the industrial one because they checked the landfill in Kentucky where the construction site take all their rubble to. That's why they checked Kentucky, because that's where the construction site took all their rubble to. And then the other one, the residential landfill, had a fire on it. Bit suspicious, isn't it? There was a fire at this one. Are any of these places in Elkridge owned by Barrisox? I don't think so. No. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Let me get out of there. Let's see. Oh, God. I've got to come out. Well, let me go to my other maps. All right. Businesses at Proudfoots. I haven't got many of them, but I have some of them. Right? That's where that's barracks, right? Let's just type in out. Yeah. Anyways, no. No, there's no businesses there. They've got businesses in. Also, I do know up this way, Pennsylvania, and this way, right? A lot of the arcs. I know that much. I've got to put them back in the map. You got the Cincinnati Zoo where there was a possible sighting of Sebastian. But they've got no businesses there. Right, got plank there. Let's have some. Have I not put more in? I suppose I put more than that in. Oh. I know they've got one at Concrete Place in Tennessee. Or they did have a business at a concrete place in Tennessee. Bobby, tap his backside. Toby, tap his backside. I swear to God, it's a good job he don't use his claws on my doors because I'd have no door left. Right, I'm going to just... No, they can settle down. I was going to go and open the door and open the window. But no, they've got to learn that they've got their little tray. They can go if they can use that. So no, there is no businesses there. No businesses that I know of that way. They're all down Tennessee, Nashville way. Right, I'm just going to go and open the fucking window so they can get out. Because they're getting my fucking head in. Come on, you want to go out? You've got half an hour. Come on. You've got half an hour. Go. Go. You've got half an hour. Go. Of course, thank you too. I'll have half an hour, peace and quiet. Yeah. I do remember there is none up that way. Because they're all down by Nashville, Tennessee way. So anyway, what I was going to do, voices of fairly right. I just got to push the voices. Get that over that side. And we're going to listen to what they have to say about the vehicle history report. And she says, she very politely says, if you want to see the whole report, then you can go and pay for it. Which I don't blame them. They're paying for this, so why should they put all the information out? If people want it, then they can go and pay for it themselves. So we're going to listen to what she says. Okay? Just, I don't know. Because it just got me the fact that when Elkridge was mentioned again, I thought that's where Katie had her RVs done. Serviced. Shout out to Voices of Truth. What gets me is this van was not purchased by the company. It was purchased, from what I can read here, right? It's purchased by Katie, and it was only purchased in February of 24. February 24, this van was purchased. Right? Let that sink in. So if it was not Katie's, it would register to a company address. It was Katie's. Right? So if it was the company car van, then it would have the company name on it. Would it not on the ownership? It would have the company name on the ownership. But it hasn't, it has Katie's name on as the owner. So why just clicked then when I was listening to that. Why did she say to Nancy Grace that they hadn't asked permission for that van to be given, for the details of that van to be given out? And Nancy said, she looked very perplexed and confused, like, what do you mean? It's on your driveway. Anyone driving past or walking past can get the registration and the make of a van. It's out in public view. You know what I mean? So she's making out that they had to get permission from her company to have that van, the van's details taken. But the van belongs to her. Lying little bitch. Aren't you, Katie? Yeah. This van belongs to her, not to anyone else, not to the company, because it would be registered in the company's name, at the company's address. And her down as a, what's the name, driver. It would not be registered in Katie's name or Katie's address. It was there for months, yeah. But if you watch that Nancy Grace, I love her face when I watch that video. I did watch it quite a lot, right? It's like, what the fuck? What do you mean? So I think it's out in public view, but she's making out like a company van. Right, but it wasn't, it was her van. She had the van in the February before he went missing. Just before he went missing. She got it in February, just before he went missing. So now, no one's picked up on that I know of. I don't even think the mob crew picked up on that. That she had that van only the same month that Sebastian went missing. And the fact that it's her van, not the company van, her van, because it's in her name, her address. Yeah. Yeah. Same here. So 3 months you didn't drive very far. Mhm. Said the car that is registered to Katie and it's registered to her address. If it was a works van, yeah, it would be registered in the works name and the company's address with her as the primary driver. Would it not? Oh, you lost the home, did you? Sorry. Sorry about that. Oh, I don't know. Nothing's showing up here, and it's nothing's come up on my screen to say my mic is cutting in and out or anything. Normally, it tells me if my mic is off. So would it not be if it was a I'm going to check something here because I've got to get this straight first. Don't like saying things if it's not correct. would a company work that be registered at the driver's address? Mm. Because I know when I worked as a community, right, you used your own vehicles to get about, to get from property 1 to property 2 to 3 to 4, up to about 11 home visits in a fucking day, right? Now, that was not classed as a work van, a work vehicle, because it was their car, they brought it, it was registered in their name, and it was registered at their address. So, okay, I'm sorry about that. I didn't even know I lost sound. Sorry about that. So, but surely a company van would be registered in the company's name at the company's address with a designated driver given to it. It would not be registered at that driver's in that driver's name or in that driver's address. So in my eyes, if it was registered in her name and her address, she brought it, yeah, she paid for it. She probably gets the services and all that lot done, paid for, because it is a work van. But in my look, if it was in the UK, you'd only get your petrol charge, your fuel charge per mile, so much per mile. You don't get you don't get, say it's £2 a mile. You don't get that money back. You get something like 70p, 75p back. But what I'm trying to say is, how is it a company van when it's in her name and her address? Good one, Jen Jen. So is she going rogue? And don't forget, she bought that van in February 2024. And then she told Nancy that she couldn't give the details out of it because they hadn't asked permission from her company. Has anyone ever actually found out whether she's working? What company was it again she's supposed to be working for? Oh, God. Can't think of the name. But has anyone even found out whether she worked for that company? Or was it just something she said she did? So she got that van in February. That means she only started working for the company in February. And by the end of February, she wasn't working with them because her son was missing. So what was the van for? Hmm. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? Why did she only buy that van in February? When she's her own company, yeah. Exactly. I'd like to see in black and white, actual black and white, that she was working for whatever company it was that she's supposed to have been working for. I might email Voices of Truth and ask them, I say, look, we was watching your video, we watched it before, but we went over it again. Did you notice that she only brought that fan in February 2024? Which means she only started working for that company then in February 2024. And then by the end of February, she wasn't working with them because she hadn't gone back to work. She's still off work months later. Months later. So not only is she giving that company a bad name by saying she works for this home security installation business company, but she didn't have any home security on her own home. So that's giving that company. You've got an installation person who goes around and installs all these home security footage, cameras and everything, but she doesn't have it on her own. That's good, isn't it? Yep. She owns Van and does work for the company, so if Van is hers, then Chris will be able to drive it. Yes, Anne. If his name on her insurance, yes, he could drive it. She owns it. She bought it in February. And then Sebastian goes missing at the end of February. That's what I'm saying. What was the name of the company that she worked for? It's a self-contract thing, yeah. And she was doing this business course, wasn't she? Was it an online course she was doing? Because how was she fitting all that in with going to work Monday to Friday? Was she going to night school? Or was it an online school? That's the question that I've always had on my mind. Was it night school or, hold on, let's get my light on. Was it night school or online? Now, if it was night school, that meant she was obviously leaving Sebastian at home on his own anyway, because she'd be going to night school. Or was it online, where she could be at home? But she said she was reading a book on this because she had to read it. There's a chapter she needed to read for this course she was doing. I don't find out if she actually worked. I'm gonna email them. Email. I'll email. Yeah, she's doing business studies, wasn't she? So was it at night school or was it an online? Because why would you need to read a chapter of a book if it was online? Because if it's online, you've got all the information in the book anyway. You just look in the book, don't you? But if it's for a school and they're gonna ask you to do, I don't know, something to do with it. So there's two questions. Was it night school or online? And was she actually working for Brinks? Because that isn't a very good employee fuck's sake, you take an employee on at the beginning of February when she buys a van, yeah? At the end of February, she's not working because her son's gone missing. You know, she's working for a home security company, an installation person who goes in and installs all these home security cameras and everything, but she doesn't have it for her own home. That's a good advertisement, isn't it? But then by the end of February, she's not there because her son's missing. So when did she go back to work? We know she wasn't there in March. She probably went back around about May, April, May. But did she go back in April, May? Was she actually working for Brinks? That's what I want to know now. Was she actually working for Brinks? Continue. Yeah. She said she was going back to work with her husband, even though his work was up in the air. I mean, I know he wasn't working for that company no more because he wasn't. He wasn't working for them no more. They got rid of him. Right? So why did he go back to Memphis? And why did she go back with him, stating my son could be anywhere, when she didn't even tell law enforcement in that area that her son was missing? So there's lots she has lied about. And I was listening to those videos she sent me, and I was watching them. I can't remember if I listened to it all, but I can't remember if I listened to the first one you sent me. I think it was about Chris and Katie, and I thought we'd play that tonight as well. That's in my downloads. I think should be in my downloads. Now, I've always said I believe Katie is just as bad. I think she is. She is manipulative. She knows what she wants. She knows how to get it. Uh, she knows how to get what she wants. So I thought we'd play it here because it is good. Kate and Chris, that's it. It's Chris Energy Reading by Candice Starr. Shout out to Candice Starr. If you haven't already, please go and subscribe to it. Right? She shows you the cards, but she hasn't got the camera set up above the cards as she's putting them down to show you the cards as she puts them out. Okay? So it's interesting to have a reading of Katie and Chris. This is a year or so. So this is old. Just go a bit further forward. Yeah. A plan and a set day. Which was the 26th of February. Sorry about that. Okay. And no sound on video. Oh. Oh. Oh, let me go out of this thing. I'll come back into it. Okay. I'm just waiting for the YouTube to load back up again. I'm sorry about that. I'm having trouble tonight with the sound. I haven't changed. But I will rewind it again so that you hear what she says, because it's interesting. When you think we always used to hear Sebastian, this one's interesting because we're talking about Katie and Chris. Come on. Come on. God's sake, bring everything up. Right, let's see.
Today. I apologize.
I'm having issues with my fucking thing up. Right. Right. That's that, yeah.
I haven't been so active lately. I still have the giveaway going on. And you know what? I think
Come on.
set date. Ooh, that give me the chill. That whole plan and a set date.
Let me you can hear.
Ooh, look at a plan, a set date. Eek. I don't know if you can see. All right. So I'm guessing. So right now I'm a little confused because I'm not sure if they're speaking about how Katie's last relationship or Christopher's last relationship ended, or if the relationship at this moment. So we're only on the second card, so I'm a little
Let me know if you
confused.
can hear this
But it's
video
talking
now.
about feeling like they're not enough. Somebody's feeling like they're not enough. They're feeling frustrated, and it's showing a woman. Okay. Frustrated in the relationship, having the lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear and ego, and issues with jealousy. Yikes. So I don't know if this is explaining Chris and this is explaining Katie. Oh, let's just keep going because I'm a little confused. I'm not sure how to take it yet. Christopher's relationship with Katie right now. Hold on. Oh my. Okay, so we got quite a few piles here. Oh, they feel like they're soulmates. And then the Grim Reaper right next to it. Yikes. Got the clock. And wow, that's messed up. The camera's in reverse. Alright, we still have some piles over here that fell out. Okay. Well, we're going to put those to the side so I could go over these. And I know you can't see it, but I'll show you it. I just didn't feel like hooking the camera up to the stand. So let's talk about soulmates here, okay? And that's on top of what I would take as Christopher's card. A soul connection, a partnership. There's some type of agreement. There's some type of soul contract. So we have a plan, a set date, an agreement, and a soul contract. Eek. On top of her is the Grim Reaper. The relationship is over. There is no second chances. Growing and transforming your life. So she's worried about changing whatever is going on in her life. She's trying to change it. Then we have the clock here, okay? And it's showing me that there's needed time, okay? Things take time, in time, cycle.
Yep, they're banned by secret.
And then you have the camera in reverse, and it's showing me, like, if it was in an upright position, it would mean, like, I'll read it to you in an upright position, so then I could tell you what it means in reverse. So in an upright position, it's like, oh, I'm reminiscing. Oh, you know, I'm learning from the past and I'm making new memories. But it's not. She's not reminiscing about anything. She's not trying to make new memories. Her perception, I feel like, is all out of whack. There's no keepsakes. So I don't even feel like she has like a blanket or an outfit. Sebastian's with her. I feel like there's nothing of him. Ooh, sorry. So there, under his card, it's showing insane chemistry. We really like each other. Okay. And it says, literally says, equally. Look. Hold on. Wait, hold on. Insane chemistry. Like each other equally and having fun, right? Oh, we like each other equally, but nope, she's self-indulged. This is her line right here. She's self-indulged.
Oh, yeah, we know
And it
she's
says,
self-indulged.
focus on self. Lots of shadow work that has to be done. And then we got this card here. And it's talking about not showing true feelings, hiding, pretending, gaslighting. That's creepy. Hiccup, confirmation.
Oh, yeah, they could get gaslighting
Abundance in
people.
reverse. So they're supposed to be keeping a positive mindset and manifesting exactly what they want so that they have gratitude and bliss, but it's in reverse. So they're not really able to do anything at the moment positive, like manifesting and just, you know, like executing whatever you're trying to do. And then you got the passion in reverse again. That whole insane chemistry that we got here was in reverse. So he's saying this is what it is, but it's really in this form. And it's showing the insane chemistry is not there. It's showing them liking each other, equally is not there. And it literally said that already, with the next card being her self-indulgence right after it. Wow. So these people are just happening. Everything's in reverse. Okay. So this card in reverse, the healing heart. It's not healing. Healing from heartbreak, right? Freedom from a toxic relationship or an addiction. But it's in reverse. So there is no healing from heartbreak. There is no freedom from a toxic relationship. And there is no freedom from the addiction. Karmic fleeting. Oh, they fled, didn't they? Triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons. Letting go and loving you. And that's right under her self-indulgence. And again, it's in reverse. So there is no letting go and loving her. She's too focused over here on him. The triggers, I don't feel like she's being triggered by anything going on. I just feel like it's a blank stare, you know, when children and people go through like traumatic things, they're just like a zombie almost. It's just like nothing's there. The golden mirror.
That is when you go back and watch Katie on her interviews, right? She doesn't give you the eye contact, and when she does, when there is some eye contact, it's like blank. There's nothing there. It's just gone. Nothing is there.
Mirror in reverse. So it's saying self-absorbed, but we already know she is a narcissist as well. It says a one-sided relationship and love bombing. So I feel like this could be, or it could just be one. I just feel like I'm not supposed to read this one in reverse. I don't usually read them in reverse, but I have been lately. But there's definitely a narcissist. And right here, because that's where it was, right on top of that is the gaslighting. So I don't know who's gaslighting who. I don't really know the situation. I don't know. I haven't kept up with all the details of this case because I've been working on a few other ones in other countries at the moment. But it just feels like there's a narcissist in here. There's addictions.
I don't know what she is. Is she a narcissist? I don't know. I know she's the sort of person that when she wants something, she'll get it. And she'll do anything to get what she wants. Right? So, where he wants something, he's more of a control freak. That's Bobby again, scratching at that bedroom door because I pulled them both in now. It's like way past their curfew. And normally in at 7:30, we're coming on to 10 o'clock. Right? So, he's moaning. But no, he's a narcissist. He's got that controlling thing, right? Everything has got to be done a certain way, his way. No ifs, no buts. Katie, she likes to get her own way. So she'll do anything to get what she wants. So is that a narcissist? I don't know. No peace in the future ahead. There won't. But you see, the thing is, they can't afford to separate. Because they are bound by secrets. She's got something on him, and he's got something on her. So if they split up, who's gonna squeal first? Who do you think the law enforcement want most locked up? the mother or the stepfather. Yeah, congrats, you two deserve each other. Yeah, they do. I said that the other night. They deserve each other. The soulmates. They found the perfect partners. Because she'll do anything to get what she wants. So if that means, like, keeping Chris. She wants Chris. Yeah? So if Chris says in his controlling manner, well, it's me or the cats go. Because she'll do anything to get what she wants, which is Chris. Right? And if he's gave her an ultimatum about it's either me or your son, she's going to get rid of her son because she wants to keep Chris. So he's controlling in one way, but she's also, oh, what's the word for it? I can't think. Oh, you, shut up. I'm sorry about this with my cat tonight. Bobby, come here. Come, Bobby. Bobby. Shit face for fucking brains. Go in my bedroom, I'm moaning there, I can't hear you. So you know what I mean? They kind of like counterbalance each other. He'll say something, so she'll do whatever she has to do to get what she wants. And what she wants is Chris, so she'll do anything to get what she wants.
I don't have to be drugs. You know, too much of anything would be considered like an addiction. But there's a gaslighting narcissist between one of these people here. Not which one though. Could be both. All right, we have that second part here. Let's see what's going on. The snake.
But Chris is the narcissist.
All right. So the snake is talking about, and that's on his pile. That's connected to his pile. A conscience. Enemy, being very clever and malicious, looking over your shoulder, and then there's another woman. So, I can't breathe. Hold on. I feel like him coming back to Memphis is because he's, no, I have no idea, but I feel like there's somebody here that he knows, that he's very familiar with. Then we have not today, and it says not dealing. Avoiding a conversation, a call, or a person, not having boundaries and still being angry, and that's on her pile. So she's avoiding conversating, probably about poor Sebastian. Allegedly, she's not calling anybody like her, and she has no boundaries for people. A coffee cup. So I feel like this wasn't in reverse, and it says meeting and conversing. Savoring the moment, feeling uplifted with a friendship, but it's in reverse. So this just makes me feel like she's not really going out in Memphis. She's probably just staying in the house because there's no friendships here. She don't know anybody yet. And then you got the butterfly here, and it says this evolving to the next phase. Wow, look at the last words. That just made me sick to my stomach. This for her. I totally saw Sebastian in this last line. Oh, you can't see it. Hold on. Healing the inner child growth. I feel like Sebastian was the one that needed healing. Oh, look, there's a card over here that was stuck to my arm.
That healing.
Oh, no. Okay. But I just felt
that is refers to Katie healing the inner child. What happened to her as a child? Right? So it's healing. It's whatever that card was. It's healing the inner child. So that applies to Katie. So, what are we doing? Let's continue.
that, wow, the butterfly, healing that inner child. But I feel like that healing had to happen to the child. But yeah, that was a very nice card for that. I'm gonna go into another set of cards, just real quick. If there's any kind of reading, because we've done, what did we do? Did we do a spirit box for him? I can't remember. Oops. Katie Proudfoot and Chris Proudfoot. They came to me. Katie Proudfoot.
If you do anything like this, you can't really follow Katie.
Lack of progression and planning, short-term focus. That's in reverse. Disorganization and financial disarray. And then enthusiasm, exploration, discovery, a free spirit. Oh my God. When it said free spirit, again, I felt this pull to the baby. I know he's 15 now. I know that now. I didn't, when I did the first reading, I wasn't sure how old he was. I feel like nothing's going the way they need it to. I feel like they're happy though. Like the whole enthusiasm. It's just giving me the creeps. Like, oh, like she's taking this like it's a vacation. What the hell? Exploration and discovery. I can go anywhere. I'm free. I'm not tied down.
Want to not tell you that, cat, please.
Debt, selfishness, one-sided charity. Mm-hmm. A burden, responsibility. I freaking felt that with the whole exploration, discovery, free spirit. Like I said, oh, you know, I'm not being tied down no more with all these burdens and responsibilities and well, then you shouldn't have opened up your legs, right? See, soul searching, introspection, being alone, inner guidance, balance, and family commitments. Oh my God.
That's the same. I used to say.
I don't see any soul searching happening. That's what needs to happen. But instead, there's just like an imbalance at work. There's an imbalance in family commitments. Star in reverse, a lack of faith.
I'd really like to know though if Katie
Manipulation, poor planning, latent talents. Five of Wands in reverse, conflict, competition, strife, disagreements, tensions. Exactly how I feel reading these people. The Three of Pentacles, the lack of teamwork. I just feel like, yeah, temptation, illusionary tactics. Wow. So, I mean, yeah, those are the cards. Somebody asked me to do regular cards, not just true crimes, because, you know, the true crime cards are all negative cards, but scenario, you know. There's so many different ways you can use the true crime cards. Like, so many, you could use it any way you want to, you know. We could take the cards and we could lay them all out, right? We can lay them all out and we can look at all of them, right? And then you go to the ones that you're drawn to, right? Head to head. Just went straight to that one. Look, again, hit the head. Second card is all. Boom. I see things, but I'm not feeling.
Comes up in the other reading, Sebastian. And that is a flipping good one. But she gets so emotional over that one. She really gets emotional over it. And but it's so good that the reading she does for Sebastian.
Connection to that. So throw that out, right? Any way you want to. It's all in how you feel. See, kidnapping sticking out. Let's just look. The woman sticking out. I'm just looking at him. Hold on. Victim sticking out. Okay, here's one that's not sticking out. A stranger. Go to the side. So right now, just of what I'm being drawn to is hit the head. Hit in the head. Hit in the head. A victim, a woman. Kidnapping, not the grave. I don't feel a grave, like an actual grave. Could be a hole. Look, right after I said that, first thing I saw in my eyes, a hole. So there might be like maybe something like evidence in a hole. Okay. Like when you buy these, you can use them any way you want. There is no right and wrong way to use these. I do see murder. I do. It's sticking out. It's right there. Oh, next to it, abuse at home. Sticking out. What are these? You're in my way. Holy shoot. All right. So I know I spelled that wrong. My bad. A boy. Look, murder right under it. I do see police involvement. I feel like the police did it. I just feel like they know about it and they're on the case. You know, Chase is on the case. That's what my baby runs around saying now. So yeah, that's what I'm feeling, and that's what I get. I feel like his head was hit purposely. I don't know. I wasn't there. But it feels like anger and rage. Oh my god! I just said anger, and look what was sitting right on top.
I agree.
Oh my god, that's crazy. Anyways. Hope you enjoyed this video today. Stay with me. I might go live. I haven't been feeling too great lately. Been battling these freaking swollen glands. Every time I get rid of one, it happens on the opposite side. Look, a card all the way over here. Sacrifice. Wow. Remember that burden card? Mm-hmm. Anyways. Just stay with me. My hair ain't done, and I don't feel my best at this particular moment. But I do want to do this giveaway, and I am searching for one person, and I would like to deal with one person if you fit this category. And the category would be where you feel like you have blocked chakras. You might have some ailments, physical ailments as well. I'm not looking for somebody with every single chakra that is blocked. No. Just maybe a chakra or two, right? So you're not, full-fledged going downhill, but you just feel off balance, right? I'm just looking for one person at the moment that's a little off balance, and I want to work with you for the next year for free, okay? And at the end of the year, I would like for you to give a review on how you feel from this day to that day after we complete everything that we're doing.
Yeah. Oh, he's involved, Jen.
Stepping into my shamanism, like full-fledged. I've been studying so much.
He's involved. That's why he's covering it up
with
for.
every moment that I can when I get free chance. And I just want to say I love you, babes. Somebody started calling Nevada.
Right. He's involved. And remember me saying there was two law enforcement organisations. One believed what KP and CP was telling them, and the other one didn't. Now, was that we know some of the county believed what they said. Oh, it's just a runaway. It's just left. It's just gone off. Right? We know they believe that. But who was the other one? Was it Essonfield Police Department? Perhaps they didn't believe the story? Or was it TBI or FBI? Yes, Katie wanted to live her life, but she didn't want Sebastian to go to Seth. Yet she's okay mothering someone else's child. Yes. Tell you why she's okay with that? Because it's Chris's child. And as I said, she will do anything to get what she wants. And what she wants is Chris. I swear to God. Does anyone want a cat named Bobby? Because I'm going to pack his bags tonight. He's got too used to going outside. And every time I bring him now on the night time, he does this. You pack it in now. Get on my bed and go to sleep. Because I'm not having this. Do you hear me, Bobby? Do you hear me? No more. It's way past your bedtime. Get to bed. Toby's lying down. Don't hear him having a fuss every night of pinging me. Oh. God, that cat. Anyway, sorry about that, everyone. She'll do anything. She's a manipulator. She knows how to manipulate people. Right? He's a narcissist. Everything's got to be his way. She manipulates people to doing what they want, what she wants. CP, I swear to God, if I was younger, so I was back in my 30s, and some days I still think I'm not in my 30s, but then I stand up and I hear my bones creaking and I think, shit, I'm 16, right? I'm not in my 30s, right? But if I was in my 30s and I was single, yeah, and I met a guy and he said to me, oh, I've been married for, I'm just getting a divorce now from my fourth marriage. I'd be going, taxi, bye. I'd be in that first taxi and I'd be gone. You know what I mean? Because you got Chris, who's what, in his 40s, late 40s, middle 40s, late whatever. She's in her 40s and he's on his 5th marriage. Come on. He was just finishing his 4th marriage when he met Katie. So he'd already been married 4 times before Katie. So I'd be going, well, where's the problem? The problem is the one thing they've all got in common, CP. So it's not the women who are the problem, it's him. I would never be that hot. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I really wouldn't. You know what I mean? So I've always put my kids first. And yes, since I separated from my husband and all that lot and everything, yes, I've dated, I've seen other men, but I've always made it clear my children come first. So if we're out on a date some night somewhere and I get a phone call off my son or my daughter, Mum, I need your help, it's like, sorry, sweetheart, I've got to go now. And I'd be gone. Right? And the last guy I knew, he was the same. He said he puts his kids first, which I appreciated that because I know I put mine first. So, but he sort of dropped out the picture when I told him about my diagnosis. I thought, thank you. Thanks for that. So, I've always and always will put my children first. So, I just can't understand women who are so desperate to be in a relationship with a guy who's been married for. I could understand, say, he'd been married once, right? Could you understand that? Not all marriages work, right? Mine didn't. But 4 times? Nope, I'd be in the first taxi that I could get, I'd be gone. I'd be gone. You can see the dust hitting his face, because that would be me. Hit that dust, mate. Because, but see, she's, I think like, she used Seth, right? I think she used Seth because she got married when I was, what, 18, 19? And it was after they got married she was pregnant. If she didn't want a child, why didn't she just make it clear to Seth that she didn't want children? Or did she not want what some people class as imperfect child? Perhaps she looked on as Sebastian as an imperfect child. Because I know people do look at children with autism or whatever disabilities they've got as imperfect. Men come and go like a bus. There's one every 15 minutes. Well, I can keep that bus. I'm not getting on that bus. I jumped off that crazy train. Oh, that crazy bus fucking years ago. I'm not doing it again. But Elkridge, what has Elkridge got to do? What is so? Why would she go to all the way to Elkridge? You know what I mean? She goes all the way to California, then to and whatever, and then to somewhere else, and then from there to back to Anchorage in California, whatever it was, right? And then from there she goes to Elkridge. What's up Elkridge that she had to go there for? Not just to get a car service, because she could have gone to California if that was the case. She didn't need a car service, it's just been serviced twice. So why did she go to Elkridge? So I'm gonna email Voices of Truth and ask them if they've ever found out. Explain to them, put in an email what my train of thoughts are. I thought that. I did say that when Mob Crew was talking about the other week. I thought this is just a diversion, a distraction. Let's run this van all around the US. You know what I mean? So that we have them chasing dust. Because that's what it is. But Elkridge has come up twice now. You've mentioned Elkridge, Jen. And then the fact that they went there themselves, well, she went there herself. Right? So it just something about Elkridge. But you know when you get that gut feeling, that's what I get when I think about Elkridge. When I look at my map and I see Elkridge, that tightening in my gut starts again. Yeah, Sebastian wasn't perfect enough where the little girl is. Plus, the little girl is Chris's little girl, so she'll do anything because she wants to keep Chris happy. She wants Chris. She'll do anything to keep Chris. Why? It's just a lump of lard. You know what I mean? What is so good about Chris? Yeah, I'm gonna look into Boomerang Enterprise. I'll do a bit more digging on that because I'll see what I can find on that. But how was she? But then you get this van thing gets me when we've just heard them say it on that video we was watching. I thought it was true. The van was picked up, was brought in February 2024 in Katie's name, Katie's address. It's not a works van. A work van is a van which is in the company name, company address, and then they have a designated driver to that van. Yeah? This is a van she brought for whatever reason. She was only, by the end of the month, she wasn't even working at Brinks because she took time off because her son was missing. So was she even working for Brinks? And why did she say they hadn't got permission off her works for that works van details to be given out when it's in her name? Her name, her address. So why lie about that? So I just don't they realise, like, I know I've not heard anyone else mention what I've just mentioned tonight about that van. Not even the mob crew, not even Voices of Truth. They've never mentioned it. Right? So she buys a van in February 2024. At the end of February, her son goes missing. Was Sebastian? We know that van didn't leave the driveway because it was just showing up on the cameras, the ring doorbells across the road. No vehicle left that home on the 25th to the 26th until she got in her car at 6:30, whatever, and drove to drive around. Yeah. I'll look into that. What is Boomerang Enterprise and who owns it? In Hendersonville. Because I can't. Boomerang Enterprise. It's. Let's see if I can find anything on here before we go. Before we go off the nuts. Boomerang Enterprise. It's got here, what are Boomerang employees? It says a Boomerang. Hold on. Oh. A Boomerang employee is someone who leaves a company, often to explore another role, industry, or location, and later returns to work for the same organisation. The boomerang comes from the idea of leaving and then coming back, just like a traditional throwing tool. That's in the UK. Didn't know. Mhm. Mhm. No, it's only giving me what the title Boomerang USA Incorporated. Oh. Boomerang Enterprises, manufacturer of quality automotive accessories, including what I've already told you. Let's have a look, see what this one says. Hold on. Now this is, very... Shut up. Well, I'll share this with you. Fuck off. Oh, security verification. Oh, I hate this sort of thing. Right, Boomerang Enterprises. Come on, thank you. Automotive parts, California, United States. Headquarters 56 Canal Street, apartment 15, San Rafael, California. Automotive parts, retail, manufacturing, automotive parts store. Revenue 5 million. Website boomco.co. Right. Boomerang Enterprises Incorporated specializes in manufacturing high-quality spare tire covers and accessories for a variety of vehicles, including Jeep, Hummer, Toyota, Ford, Honda, Grenadier, and Land Rover. Their products are designed for durability and customization, allowing clients to personalize their vehicles with unique designs and colors, with a commitment to American-made quality and decades of experience. Boomerang ensures that their covers withstand harsh weather conditions while providing stylish protection. The company caters to automotive enthusiasts looking to enhance the appearance and functionality of their vehicles. Mm-hmm. So it's got between 11 to 50 employees, type private, funding 5 million, founded in 1995, top executive, nothing doing there. Mm-hmm. Boomerang's official website is boomco.com. Sorry. So young in Tennessee, no. No, it's in California. But where has Katie been on her travels? Katie's been going to California on her travels, but there's none in Tennessee. The main office, well, it's not showing anything about the main office. It says here the main office is, the headquarters is 516 Canal Street, apartment 15, San Rafael, California. That's the headquarters. Let's have a look at their website. We've seen this. Boomerang was born in the Rocky Mountains with creativity, quality and innovation at the heart of every project we design and manufacture, because quality matters. Rocky Mountains. Let's have a look. About us. For over 30 years, Boomerang Enterprise Inc. has been a leading manufacturer of OEM grade tyre covers, armrest consoles, and other accessories for a variety of popular vehicle brands. With state-of-the-art manufacturing facilities in Elkridge, Indiana, we have a wide range of production methods, including plastic injection moldings, thermoforming, cooked and sewn material stamping, casting, and extrusion. This versatility allows us to produce an extensive collection as a trusted, recognized OEM partner and innovator. As a trusted partner of several major OEM manufacturers, so they're partnering General Motors, Land Rover, we are committed to delivering. Okay. One of our leading contributors is Chris Fisher, who brings over a decade of experience. That's it. It doesn't say anything else about it. It doesn't tell you who is. There's only one name they're mentioning, and that was Chris Fisher. So let's see what it says here. I'm not signing in. I'm not giving them my info. So I don't know. I don't know how you got Hendersonville from, because it's not saying that on here. Thank you, Anne. Any relation to fish sticks? Oh, look that up. Oh, look that up. I thought that when I seen the name. I mean, Chris Fisher. Stephen Fish. I did think about that. Any relation to fish sticks? Steve Fisher. Wouldn't that be a poke in the eye for us all? So I think if I came back and said, yeah, it's his cousin or his nephew, his brother or his uncle or whatever. But there's nothing saying anything about Hendersonville or Tennessee. Nothing. But you'd think they'd have more than one main office, one office. That's their main office. Where's their other offices? Because otherwise, you got to keep going to California every time you want anything for your van, for your truck, for your vehicle. You know what I mean? If you got to keep going to California, like if you live in Tennessee and you bought some off them before, you've got to go all the way back to California again. There's got to be one more local. But that's the only information I can find on that company. So, we've learned tonight that Chris is a narcissist, which we already knew. Kate is a manipulative, fucking lying little toe rag fucking bitch. And it's in an apartment. Yeah, it says, wait, what does it say? Oh, I can't get my mouse off. Apartment 15, yeah. Oh no, I'll get this thing. Oh, I'll have to apps off, so I can't do it. Apartment says apartment 15. Oh, let me I'll get maps up again. Let's have a look, see where this is. See by C. Alright, so got that up so I can get the Jesse. Oh. Let's get this address. Get off. Oh, let's look. Ooh, that's interesting. Just going to share this with you. So that's 516 Canal Street, right? There it is. Oh, look what's parked outside, everyone. Ah, this is data attribution April 2025. And look what's parked outside. There is a car rental place in Hendersonville called Boomerang. How is it? I can never find these places. It's like that park. Every time I punched in that for that park, it wasn't coming up for me. So I had to punch in the actual address for it. But look at this place here. White truck. No name. No anything. Didn't know. No business name there, no. It's this at the building. Because that looks like a garage store. But then it's windows inside, and don't have windows like a garage. I know there's a hotel called Boomerang in Hendersonville. I did see that come up on my map. But it wasn't saying anything else about any car rental place or car dealership. But that's the property of that Boomer Enterprise. And I think this is this here. I think they're my apartments, but this, when you look at this, it looks like it doesn't, have windows on the side. So that'd be this is there for Boomerang Enterprise. But I've been garage up into the side like that. Just easy to break into then otherwise. That just fascinates me how he's got the white truck outside. Any connection from the two boomerang from car rental and hotel? Right, let me have a look at this. Right. Right. You got Bank Healthcare, but that's in California. Right. No. Enterprise Rent-A-Car South Boulder Highway. Where's the hotel? Oh God, I hate myself. Boomerang, Hendersonville. Wasn't the funny out. Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Already got that. So I'm up again. Right. Oh, there we are. There we are. Right. Boomerang. Pass. Right. So we got that is hotels. Right. Far Texas Roadhouse, which I've got a mark up on there. Right. Boomerang Hotels. No, it doesn't don't have much business in my no. It looks like a little garage. You know what I mean? I'm thinking, right, that looks like a back streets dodgy sort of business. But Boomerang Hotels are there. Right. Let's have a look. What's around it? So this is Boomerang Hotels. You know, that place in California just reminds me of one of these dingy backstreet companies that I wouldn't trust my little finger with. But apparently you get a high-end tyre covers and all this lot. So where's the factory for it? Where's the factory? Right, okay, you could have a small office, but it says about 1 to 15 employees. That's not a big place either. I'll tell you how many it says. I'm sure it said 1 to 15 employees. I'm having to go through the verification again. So there's got to be a make the parts, right? And then you obviously go to the website to order it and buy it off there, right? I'm just trying to find out. Yeah, number of employees 11 to 50. So what are these employees? Are they sales reps? Are they what? You know what I mean? Because where's the main base? Where's the base where they make these parts? Right. Ring a red car only car there. Oh, good. Yeah. It's the one. It is. Oh no, there wasn't a car. There wasn't a car. Come on. Yeah, there wasn't a card. That card hanging on your head. Somehow there. And a card there. The red one right down there. But I don't like the look of these hotels. You know what I mean? I don't like these big windows. Like there was a hotel in Dundee, right? And it was owned by like class as a harbour. It's really nice down there. They had restaurants and everything down there. Really nice. But when you looked at this hotel, motel, whatever they want to call them, right? Their bed was right up against the window. And I went, I don't like that. I went, what? I said, the bed? I said, just right up against the window. I thought, nah, sorry. I like a nice view out the window, but that would be too much. Where I'm lying in bed and everyone can see what me in bed, you know what I mean? If I hadn't got my curtains shut. So, so I don't like windows like that. Or if so, the bed's got to be away from the window, but still give me a nice view. So when I sit up in bed with my coffee, I've got a nice view out my window. I said, plus not only that, I think I'll tend to kick out when I'm asleep. You know me, I'll probably kick the window out. That's why I can't have a bed up against the wall. Because I don't know how many, when I did have a bed up against one side of my bed was up against the wall. I don't know how many times I hit my arm up and my wrist against that wall. How many times I hit my foot and ankle up against that wall. So now I like to know I can get in and out either side of my bed. That way I'm not hit. I do hit the wall occasionally now when my arm comes up above my head. I hit the wall above my head, but I can't really help that now, unless I have the bed sitting in the middle of the room with where it's not touching any walls. So I apologise to my neighbours if you bang on the wall one night. It's me hitting the wall. So, but that's the hotels. That's what they call boomerang hotels. I will keep looking. But then again, this is down at Boomerang Stewart Company in Hendersonville. Our Financial, Health Solutions, Safe is the building called Dalton Dev Studio. So it's hotels. But that's what they go on the Boomerang hotels. It's not hotels. I'm gonna go down. Me. Into the car park. closest I can get is this park here. Can't get here. But that isn't hotels. That's obviously that's business. Business. Why is it in motels? That doesn't make sense to me. Why would they mark them up boomerang hotels and then be like offices, financial places, dental places? So, oh, I don't know how the US works with their naming of places. Because in the UK, if that was going as a hotel, people would be going there to book a room to find out, oh no, it's dental or financial. No. They wouldn't have it as a hotel, they'd have it as boomerang complex or something like that. Not hotel. Weird. Anyway, I'm going to leave it out there for now. I'll be back tomorrow. All going well with this cold. Because I'm going to kill my son when I see him again. I'm going to make him pay for my medication. I'm going to say, you can go and get me some Lemsips. Get me the tablet form. I can't take the... I used to love the Lemsips powder form. And drink a hot Lemsip before going to bed. But if I do that, I have to have a bit of sugar in it. Because the bitterness will upset my stomach. So, anyway, I'm going to leave it at that, everyone, because I will look into this boomerang enterprise more. Because that place didn't look much, did it? As I said, unless... I can understand businesses don't need big offices no more. Because everything's done on a website. But where do they make their place? Where do they make it all? Where do they make the tyre covers, the armrest covers? Where's the actual manufacturer of it all? So anyway, I'm going to leave it there. And I will see you all. Oh, I've got to get this off. I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you for being here. Please hit the like button. If you've got any information, you can contact me through my email. Yeah. And I'll check it out first and then see what comes of it. You're welcome, Jen. And thank you for being here tonight, Jen. I don't know what made you think I'd changed my time. I've always come on at 8 o'clock. Was thinking about it at one stage, but then I thought, no, I'm not changing my time. These new stars can change their time. They can work around me. Right? So, I'm always here at 8 o'clock unless I'm not well. Or something happens and I can't get on, like my son or daughter decides to pop in and say, hi, just coming over to spend 2 hours with you, doing my nutting. And I'm sitting here thinking, really? I was supposed to go on my live tonight, thanks a bunch. Ooh. Anyway, so until I see you next time, which is tomorrow, don't know what I'm talking about yet, be about Sebastian. because we're back on his case. I am looking into this enterprise because that's buggered my head up now. And I'll try and find out who this Chris Fisher is. As well, because he's part of the Boomerang Enterprise. Oh, and I'll send that email as well to Voices of Truth and ask them if Katie ever did work for that Brinks. Have they got any proof to say she worked there? Because I can't get that information because I'm in the UK. But perhaps they have. They don't have to give me the information. All I'm asking is, did you ever find out if she actually worked for Brinks? Because I'm wondering, did she? So anyway, so until the next one, stay safe and hit that like button. And if you like what you hear and you want more, hit the subscribe button. It's all free. That's all I ask. Until then, take care. Good night, everyone.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains that last, and to believe